We all know MrBeast's viral challenges for their insane cash prizes. But what if I told you they're not just about the money? They're actually brilliant pieces of psychological game design. Today, we're going to deconstruct his $500,000 circle video to show you the architecture behind the chaos. Not just what happened, but why it was so ridiculously compelling.
Okay, so everything, and I mean everything, starts with a prize, $500,000. This isn't just a reward, it's a psychological anchor, a number so big it just short-circuits rational thought and pushes people to their absolute limits. Every single decision from here on out is powered by this number.
And who's going for this life-changing cash? 100 people. Now, this number is critical. It's not just a group, it's a crowd. It makes the odds feel impossible right from the jump, and it creates this crazy mix of mob mentality and cutthroat competition. The scale isn't just a detail, it is the show.
And then MrBeast lays it out brutally simple. Whichever one of you leaves last wins. That's it. No points, no judges, just pure willpower. But, that elegant simplicity? Well, that's where all the psychological complexity begins.
So yeah, the premise seems simple, but the strategy behind it is anything but. Right off the bat, the game is a classic war of attrition. The first enemy you're fighting isn't the person next to you, it's boredom. It's that little voice in your own head begging you to just give up. The only goal is to outlast the monotony. And then bam, the first major twist. The very first person to quit wins a car. This one move just completely shatters the game. It sends a message to every single person left in that circle. Hey, the rules can change at any second, and even losing might be a way to win. And the effect is immediate and, well, brutal. Just look at this chart. The mix of pure exhaustion and these new unpredictable rules just decimates the group. By day 3, nearly half the people are already gone. Okay, so this brings us to phase 1, manufacturing chaos. This is where the producers stop just watching and start, meddling.
Take the soccer goal. This is a perfect example. On the surface, it looks like a nice gift, right? Something to do. But nope, it's a trap, a calculated one. The producers are basically weaponizing boredom, knowing someone's going to crave a distraction, lose focus, and make a mistake. And that's exactly what happens.
And from there, the psychological warfare just ramps up every single day. Look at this timeline. It goes from just annoying stuff, like a 10-hour alarm loop, to mind-numbing games, and then to really high-stakes temptations, like a free Tesla. Every day is a new kind of assault on their willpower.
And this quote from Nolan just nails it. He says, "I have so much power. Is this what Jimmy feels like?" He gets it. The hosts aren't just referees anymore. They're players in the game, and they can eliminate people whenever they want. It's not just contestant versus contestant anymore.
So now we're moving into phase 2, high-stakes social experiments. The challenges evolve from just being about endurance to being complex tests of human behavior.
And this is where we get the incredible story of David. This guy basically figured out how to hack the game without actually winning the whole thing. He wasn't the most enduring, but man, was he the luckiest. He just kept winning thousands on these side games. And then, get this, he asks a magic 8-ball if he should leave, it says yes, and he walks away with $24,000. Amazing. And man, were these experiments effective. I mean, look at the numbers. The constant pressure just crushed the competition. We started with 100 people on day 1. By day 11, we're down to just 20. The endgame is officially on. All right, the endgame gauntlet. The fun and games are over. Now it's just a pure, brutal test of fortitude. So with only 20 people left, the producers have a new problem. These are the toughest of the tough. You can't break them with simple tricks anymore. To force the issue, they have to bring out the big guns. They need an extreme ultimatum. And here it is, the choice. Take a guaranteed $10,000 and a PS5, or keep standing for another 24 hours for just a chance at the $500,000. I mean, what a gut-wrenching decision. Certainty versus the dream. Risk versus reward. And this quote just shows you the immediate mental toll. For the ones who stay, regret is the new enemy. The choice they just made starts eating them alive way before the physical pain of the next 24 hours even kicks in. And for those who do stick it out, the physical test is just insane. After another 24 hours on their feet, the circle shrinks down to the literal size of their shoes. There is zero room for error. You twitch, a blade of grass is out of place, and you're gone. The focus required is unbelievable.
but just when everybody, the contestants, us watching at home, thinks we're at the finish line, thinks we know how this ends, the game flips on its head one last time.
So after 12 grueling days, 12 days of mental torture and physical exhaustion, we have them. The final 10. They made it through every trap, every temptation. They survived. They're the winners. Or so they think.
This is it, right? The moment we've all been waiting for. We're about to find out who the last person standing is, who outlasted everyone else. This is the payoff. And then MrBeast drops the bomb. The entire 12-day nightmare was just the qualifier. The real game for the $500,000 is tag. The test of endurance was never the final boss. It was just the entry ticket to a completely different competition. Just an absolute masterstroke of a twist.
So in the end, what did we just watch? Was it a contest of endurance? A wild social experiment? Or maybe it's something totally new. A form of entertainment where the game itself is designed to evolve, to constantly change its own rules to create the most incredible story possible. I'll leave you with that question.